Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to Morton Junior High School. It's quarterfinal action here today for the IESA 7th grade Class 4A state tournament, bringing it all live here exclusively on Central Illinois Sports, your exclusive home for all of the IESA boys and girls state championships here in 2023-24, and we'll also be doing the volleyball tournaments coming up in March. My name is Brian Shoemaker. I'll be guiding you through all 6 games here today from the site at Morton Junior High as we get ready for our first of 4 quarterfinals today. It's the Frankfort Hickory Creek Tigers taking on the St. Jacob Triad Crusaders. Scheduled tip-off here in just about 15 minutes. We are so glad you are joining us here on a beautiful Saturday morning. Nice travel here up to Morton today, a fantastic facility here, and we're starting to see some fans file in here for the first of our 4 quarterfinal contests. We will tell you more about these 2 teams and their road to the state quarterfinals as we come back here on the pregame show. You're watching things live on Central Illinois Sports.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports. We are live from Morton Junior High School for the first of 4 quarterfinals here today in the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament. It's the Tigers of Frankfort, Hickory Creek, and the Crusaders of St. Jacob Triad, 2 teams coming into today's game with an undefeated record. The Tigers at 22-0, the Crusaders at 20-0 according to the IESA records. We know sometimes not all of those games get reported, but either way, 2 fantastic squads that are starting things off here today at Morton. Let's tell you a little bit about the Frankfort Hickory Creek Tigers. 22-0 here on the season. They've got wins over New Lenox Liberty, who is also in this tournament later today. A win over New Lenox Martino, Lamont Old Quarry, 2 wins over Homer Glen Homer. A win over Lockport Oak Prairie, Homewood Hart, Manuka, Manhattan, Shorewood Troy, Monica. And now let's tell you about their road to the postseason here. They defeated Frankfort Summer Hill 37-28 in the regional semifinals. Regional championship came by the way of a 30-21 victory over Flossmoor Parker. Their sectional championship was a win over Homewood Hart, a team they'd already defeated once in the season, a 36-21 win. On the opposite side here for the St. Jacob Triad Crusaders, 20-0 here on the season. Their record includes wins over Highland Middle School, 2 wins over O'Fallon Fulton, a win over Edwardsville Lincoln, along with O'Fallon Cariol, a win over Jerseyville Community, a couple of wins over Collinsville, along with Mascoutah, Bethalto Trimpe, and Granite City Coolidge. Their regional semifinal win came in a lopsided victory over Mascoutah, and they defeated Highland Middle School for the third time in the season, 33-29, to win the regional championship. Sectional win came by the way of a 31-17 win over Edwardsville Lincoln. Games coming up for you later on today. Scheduled for an 11:30 start will be University Park Crete Monet taking on Normal Kingsley. At 1 p.m., Arlington Heights South will take on Willowbrook Westview Hills. And at 2:30 p.m., Chatham Glenwood takes on New Lenox Liberty. You're watching the pregame show live here for the IESA 7th grade Class 4A state tournament. Brian Shoemaker guiding you through all the action today. We'll give you all 4 quarterfinals here and then bring you back later on for the semifinals, scheduled to start around 5 p.m. We'll also be here for the championship trophy games. That'll be coming up Thursday, December 7th, 6 p.m. For the third place game, championship will be scheduled for a 7:30 start. We'll take a couple of minutes to take a break and tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors bringing you basketball here on Central Illinois Sports. You're watching the pregame show for the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament here live at Morton.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls, and Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Well, we welcome you back here to Morton Junior High School as we have had a lengthy read of some announcements and things for housekeeping items for the crew here today. We welcome you to the Morton Junior High for the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament quarterfinals for girls basketball here on Central Illinois Sports, your exclusive home for all of the IESA basketball championships here this winter. Getting ready for Frankfort Hickory Creek taking on St. Jacob Triad here in our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today. Games coming up later today. University Park takes on University Park Crete-Monet takes on Normal Kingsley at our 11:30 a.m. contest. Arlington Heights South takes on Willowbrook Westview Hills at 1 o'clock. And our 4th quarterfinal of the day is Chatham Glenwood versus New Lenox Liberty. Let's introduce you to our teams here today. First off, the Crusaders of St. Jacob Triad, Amy Sarge, the head coach, Tony Cameron, Scott Schaffler, and Bud Valino on the bench here today. Introducing some non-starters for you today. Number 3, Gage Gwynn. Number 14, Marley Weimers. Number 23, Eliza Duff. We'll just go down the whole order here for you. Number 24, Malaya Jordan. Number 30 is Juliet Duff. Number 35 is Macy Powers. Number 40 is Harper Dinsmore. Number 2 on this squad is Morgan Boyce, As we get the official starters here, a 7th grader at guard is number 2, Morgan Boyce. At guard, a 7th grader, number 5 is Essie Winslow. A forward is a 7th grader, number 15, Lexi Bonensteel. Number 24 is a forward, number 24, Malaya Jordan. And the 3rd starter, the forward, the 7th grader, Juliet Duff, wearing number 30. That is the starting lineup in the team for the St. Jacob Triad Crusaders at 20-0. On the opposite side, dressed in the home whites here today, will be Frankfort Hickory Creek. The Tigers have a record of 22-0. We'll go down the roster for you. Number 2, a guard, is Kate O'Connor. Number 3, a forward, Jayla Thomas. Number 5, a center, is Emerson Callahan. Number 11, a guard, is Bridget Gallagher. Number 12, a guard, Logan Lyons. At center, number 15 is Haven Enselman. At guard, number 20 is Katie Harper. A guard, number 21 is Declan File. At guard, number 22, Elise Meter. A guard, number 25, Mackenzie Onick. A guard, number 33, Molly Shanahan. At forward, number 34 is Sienna Williams. And a center, number 35, is Brooke Bonesu. As we get some of the starting lineup here for the Frankfort Hickory Creek Tigers. Their starting 5 here today will be Bridget Gallagher, along with number 15, Haven Enselman. Number 20 is Katie Harper. Number 33, Molly Shanahan. And the 5th starter, number 34, Sienna Williams. It's our first of 4 quarterfinals for you here today from Morton Junior High School. We get you ready for girls basketball state tournament action here. So glad you're joining us today on Central Illinois Sports. We remind you that we'll be here all day long. We'll also be back here for the semifinals coming up here later on this evening. Triad dressed in the road blacks here today. White numbers and letters along with some red trim. The Tigers in their road whites with maroon numbers and letters. Tip-off goes to St. Jacob Triad here. And they'll get the ball over to Essie Winslow to get things started today. With the basketball, they work it now down to the corner to Winslow. Short shot came on the way from Bonensteel. It's out of bounds and no good. Fight for the rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll remain with St. Jacob Triad. Moise Morgan will be the inbound person here for the Crusaders, as we learn some of these teams. 3-ball on the way from Juliet Duff is no good. It's a loose ball. Fight for the rebound comes down into the hands of Haven Enselman. Tigers with their first possession of the afternoon, and that's going to be a traveling violation. A quick turnover here on Frankfort Hickory Creek. Triad going to inbounds here against this Tigers full court pressure. They get the ball. It's almost stolen away by Enselman. Here comes Triad with the basketball now down on the left wing. This is Malaya Jordan. They'll work it around to the right side. Boyce with the basketball. Tips it down into the right wing down to Duff. A little bit of a matchup zone here look for Triad, and it'll be a traveling violation here. Even at the state tournament level here in this 7th grade ranks, sometimes you'll see a little bit of ball handling and errors as these girls are still working and learning the game. Dribbling through the full court pressure now as the Tigers get it back over now down to the left wing. Cross court pass from Rylson went out of bounds, and that'll be Triad basketball here. Just underway here in the first quarter, 5:02. We are scoreless in our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today. Full court pressure here from Hickory Creek. They get the basketball to Winslow. She'll try and dribble through traffic. Pushes it now down over to Boyce on the far left side. They try to get it into the post, stolen away now by Gallagher. She throws it away. Malaya Jordan with the steal. It'll be another attempt here for the Crusaders. 3-ball in and out from Duff, no good. Fight for the loose rebound comes down into the hands of Haven Enselman. She'll push the tempo here a little bit for the Tigers. They push it now down to the left side. 10-foot jumper gets partially blocked there and knocked out of bounds. Basketball will result with the Tigers getting it here underneath their own hoop. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter here from Morton. Enselman will be the trigger person. A little bit of a box set here for Hickory Creek as they work to get the basketball inbounds. They toss it way out far. Gets tipped and stolen away now from Essie Winslow. Winslow trying to push the tempo here. Gets it down into the short corner. They'll have to kick it back out. Winslow thought about the long 2. Running jumper Off the back of the rim, no good. Enselman comes down with the rebound. Pushing it now. With the shot is Katie Harper. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw lines. We get our first foul here. As we remind you, because we remind ourselves sometimes here on the new basketball season. New rule here in Illinois, with 5 team fouls, you'll go to the line for 2. There is no more 1-and-1 here in the land of Lincoln. First free throw is up and no good for Katie Harper. Checking into the game here for the Tigers, number 33. The 7th grade guard, Molly Shanahan, also checking in, number 35. The center, Brooke Bonesu. Some parents have been kind enough to help us out with some name pronunciations here. And we'll work to get those correct through the day. Enselman goes up. She gets fouled on the missed free throw rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line here. First foul of the game went against Malaya Jordan. It was her first, team first. This foul goes against Bonensteel. That'll be her first, team second. They say that foul's going to be on the floor. And we'll get a traveling violation as Enselman tried to work the ball in the post, didn't get anything there. Tigers will set back up in the full court pressure. Triad's going to have to work to get through it. They get the ball now to Morgan Boyce. Back over to Malaya Jordan as Triad tries to work through. This is Winslow. Picks it back up near the midcourt line. Tosses it now down over to Boyce on the wing. 3 ball on the way is no good from Juliet Duff. Tigers wanting to put quickly in transition. With the basketball, they go over to Shanahan. She lost it on the corner. Now it gets tripped and stolen away from Juliet Duff. Triad with it, trying to run. Dribbling into some trouble. Winslow with the basketball, nothing there. 3 ball on the way from Duff is off the front of the iron, no good. She'll chase it down and get her own rebound. Nice movement here from Triad as they work the basketball into Malaya Jordan. She's got the first 2 of the basketball game. Malaya Jordan gets Triad on the board. And we've got a quick timeout on the floor. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. It's Triad 2, Hickory Creek 0. You're watching it on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Hickory Creek takes the first time out of the basketball game after the shot from Triad. They were able to finally work the ball inside and got a nice little quick 2-point. And now here come the Tigers. They quickly push through the Triad full court pressure. With the basketball now with Shanahan. She lost it, stripped away. Quickly down to the other end of the court, and it's going to be a foul. Triad's going to go to the free throw line. Here's Juliet Duff able to make her way to the cup and get fouled. .307 left to go here in the first. It is eerily quiet here in Morton Junior High. First free throw is up and no good. The foul went against Enselman. That'll be her first, team first against Hickory Creek here today. Second free throw from Duff up and no good. It's a fight for the loose ball. Duff gets it now after the rebound. Came down to Malaya Jordan. A couple of shots go up and no good. Here comes the Tigers. Quickly running down. That was Shanahan. And that got tipped away from Essie Winslow. A nice hustle play for Triad. It'll be Tigers basketball underneath their own hoop. Stack formation here as they work to get the ball in bounds. Toss it back out top of the Iggy to quickly get it back down into Enselman. Working the basketball top of the key here was Harper. Tossed it down in the corner, gets tipped away. Jordan with the basketball at the right elbow. Gets stripped away, and it's going to be a jump ball, the officials say. Alternating possession is going to belong here to Hickory Creek. It's 2:31 left in the first quarter. Triad leads Hickory Creek 2-0. And, of course, with 6-minute quarters here in junior high basketball, these games move by rather quickly. Enselman with the basketball, trying to get through the dribble through the pressure. Gets into a double team. She's got to get rid of it. Nice ball movement here. It's Bonsu down on the post. She loses it out of bounds, though, and it'll be a Triad basketball. Tigers were able to get through the full court pressure. Just couldn't finish on the other end there as they lost the ball. Triad works the basketball inside. Now this is Boyce. She's got to get out of double team coverage. Tosses it way up in the air. Duff's able to grab onto it. Here comes Triad. Winslow with the basketball. Free throw runner, no good. Rebound comes down into Jordan. Tigers get the rebound. This is Shanahan. Tries to toss it back up to her teammate. Elise Meter loses it out of bounds. It'll be another turnover here. And the basketball will belong to the Crusaders. Checking in here for Hickory Creek, number 25, Mackenzie Onick, 7th grade guard, along with number 3, Jayla Thomas, a 7th grade forward. All 7th graders here on both rosters. Boyce will inbounds, tosses it down to Duff. Shot gets blocked by Harper. Tigers coming on the way. Stops the line, almost a backcourt violation, but it's not because all 3 points are not over the half line. 3 ball on the way from Bonsu is no good. Loose ball rebound comes down into the hands of Morgan Boyce. She's going to push the tempo here for Triad. Stops at the free throw line. Kicks it back out. Winslow, 3 ball on the way. Off the back of the rim is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Molly Shanahan. 2-0 lead for Triad. Tigers trying to get on the board here in the first quarter. It's a 3 ball from Bonsu. Doesn't find the mark at all, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Lexi Bonensteel. S.E. Winslow with the basketball. She'll slowly take it across the time stripe here for the Triad team. Boyce with it. Works it over left wing now. This is Juliet Duff. Works it down to the short corner. Bonensteel gets blocked by Bonsu. It'll go out of bounds and remain in the possession here of the Crusaders. 2 undefeated teams, according to the IESA records here in our first of 4 quarterfinals today. Challenging each other defensively here to open the basketball game. They work it quickly back down into Jordan. Up off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Tips it out, Bonensteel. Off the right side of the rim, no good. Duff gets it. Another chance here for Triad. Driving into the lane is Morgan Boyce. Kicks it back out. Duff's 3 ball is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Katie Harper. Hickory Creek on the run. It's Harper. Goes up and gets blocked by Juliet Duff. Nice defensive play from Juliet Duff with 45 seconds left to go here, as the Tigers will work to inbound and get themselves on the board here before the end of the first quarter. Bonsu will be the trigger person. 3 ball on the way from Katie Harper off the left side of the rim. Duff gets the basketball. Now to Winslow. Winslow driving all the way to the cup. Goes up with the right hand and no good. She'll get fouled and go here to the free throw line. S.E. Winslow will step to the free throw line here, trying to extend the Triad lead. Foul is going to go against Katie Harper. It'll be her first, team second of the game here for Hickory Creek. First free throw is up and no good, as 2 teams maybe with a little jitters they're trying to work out here in the first quarter of the state quarterfinals. 1 team will return here to the semifinals. That'll be a 5 o'clock tip-off here at Morton Junior High. Second free throw on the way from Winslow. Rolls around and goes down. Triad extends the lead. It's a 3-0 lead for the Crusaders. 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Working the basketball now. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. They almost got caught on it last time, and they do this time, as Onick was fully over the half-court line. You can keep one of 3 things in the backcourt, either the basketball or one of your feet. After all 3 cross the plane and then you throw it back, that's the backcourt violation. 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball is Morgan Boyce at the volleyball line. Works it over to Winslow on the left wing. Zone look here for the Tigers. They work it down short corner into Malia Jordan. Takes a couple of dribbles with the right hand. Shot is up and no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of the Tigers, but they lose it. Crusaders get it. Runner from Duff is no good. Rebound from Jordan, no good. 3rd rebound here for Triad. Three ball on the way from S.E. Winslow is good. Winslow knocks it down from 19-9. And the Triad Crusaders in the first quarter on a high note. It's a 6-0 lead for Triad after one. We're back here on Central Illinois Sports.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
Welcome you back here to Morton Junior High School, where the Triad Crusaders take a 6-0 lead on a last-second three ball from S.E. Winslow. To end the first quarter, it'll be Triad basketball as they quickly work now. A three ball is on the way and good from Juliet Duff. Triad starting to roll here. It's a 9-0 lead. And we are just underway here in the second quarter. It's a steal now for Triad. Winslow with the basketball gets it up to Duff. She's defended out on the right wing now by Shanahan. Winslow with the basketball now, tries to work it inside, gets stolen away. Crusaders wanting to push here, the Tigers. Two teams that are very new to us here on Central Illinois Sports, folks. The three ball is up and good for Haven Enselman. And Hickory Creek is on the board now. It's a 9-3 lead. Toss it down now. Shot up on the way from Bonesteel. She'll knock it down. Triad starting to work past this full court pressure here of the Tigers. Tigers need an answer quickly here to tone down things on the defensive side, and it'll be a double dribble violation as Enselman wasn't able to handle the rock that time. Bonsu will check back in. Jayla Thomas will take a seat for Hickory Creek. Boyce will inbound here for Triad. Works it now down to the corner. Duff, nice move. Dribble, tosses it into Jordan. Malaya Jordan gets on the board. 2 more points for Triad. It's a 10-point lead, 13-3 here. 4:54 left in the second quarter. Tigers lose the basketball and a steal away from Boyce. She's got the basketball, drives into the lane, nothing there. Duff at the top of the key gives it over to Winslow. Tigers move into a man-to-man defense here. Nice backdoor cut to Boyce. She goes up and gets blocked from Haven Enselman. Shanahan will push the tempo here for Hickory Creek as they move it across the half line. Enselman with it, drives into the lane, gets stolen away from Winslow. She's able to make the hustle play and saves it. Here comes Triad. Triad with the basketball now, stolen away from Bridget Gallagher. Gallagher goes all the way in, gets stolen away from Boyce. Some nice defensive efforts here from both teams here midway through the second quarter. Checking in for Hickory Creek, number 22 is Elise Meter. Brooke Bonsu will sit down for Hickory Creek. Enselman with the basketball. Inbounds on the right wing to Onyx. She'll fire up a three, high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Bonensteel. Boyce with the basketball. Back down on the left baseline, down to Duff. She tries tossing it down into the post, gets stolen away from Haven Enselman. Enselman with it now. Tigers fans encouraging their team to push the tempo here a little bit. Three ball on the way from Shanahan, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Winslow. And she'll travel as she got a little too far down into the paint against the double team pressure of the Tigers. 3:27 left to go here on Central Illinois Sports. We're live from Morton Junior High for the 7th grade Class 4A state quarterfinals. We'll bring you all four here today and then come back at 5 o'clock for our 2 semifinals later on this evening. Stolen away now. Boyce with it. Gets it up to Duff. Rises down on the left side. Goes up and good. Duff with a nice runner. And it is a 12-point lead here for St. Jacob Triad. Gets stolen again. Duff with the basketball. Loses it, and she'll pick it up for her team. A lot of defensive stingy pressure here on both sides. Up to the right elbow. Malaya Jordan drives down. Gets battled with Bonsu. And they say it'll go off the body of Bonsu. And it'll be Triad basketball here underneath their own basket. (15-3) lead here for the Crusaders. They're trying to extend on that. Goes off the feet of Bonsu and will go out of bounds again. Triad will get another chance here. As Bonsu, a pretty tall presence there on the inbound attempt, as they'll switch the inbounds person now. It'll be Boyce to give it a try here. Working the basketball back up to the top. This is Winslow. Takes a couple of dribbles over to the left side now to Morgan Boyce. And we're going to get an offensive foul here, probably on a moving screen. And it'll be a turnover here against the Crusaders. Foul's going to go against Malia Jordan. That's going to be her second personal foul. Team first of the quarter here for Triad. Working the basketball now. Shot from Katie Harper up and no good. And we're going to get another foul on the floor now. And that one's going to go against Hickory Creek. Foul will go against Meter. That was going to be her first. Eliza Duff is going to check in now here for Triad. Boyce brings the ball across the timeline here for the Crusaders. Basketball down in the corner. They try to work it into Bonensteel. She misses, gets her own rebound, goes up with it, off the rim, no good. Loose ball now on the floor. Two girls get their hands on it. The officials say we'll just call a jump ball and we'll reset here. The alternating possession hour will belong to the Tigers. 2:20 left to go here in the first half. 6-minute quarters. These games go quickly. We'll get a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a timeout for Hickory Creek. We'll take it 2:20 left here in the second. It's Triad 15, Hickory Creek 3. You're watching it live on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Due Wester Grain
Farm Stand, located at 405 East Park Street in Camp Point.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Back to live action here. Tigers with the basketball. They work it down to Harper. She gets it on the cut into the lane, loses the basketball. Boyce comes up with it. Pressure from Shanahan way deep in the backcourt. Now Shanahan gets a steal, and it's going to be a foul on Boyce as she reached her hand into the cookie jar there after giving up the turnover. Foul against Boyce is her first, team second of the quarter here against Triad. Enselman, three ball on the way from the left wing. Shots no good off the back of the glass. Rebound comes down into the hands of Triad, now tipped away and stolen by Duff. Duff with it on the run. Goes up, and it's good for Duff. What a play for Juliet Duff to knock it down. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play attempt. 17-3 lead on the hands of a fantastic play from Juliet Duff. Foul will go against Enselman. It's her second. Free throws up and no good. Fight for the loose ball comes down back into the hands of Juliet Duff. Triad will give it another try here. Down into the post, Eliza Duff goes up with it. And it'll go out of bounds on the hands of the Tigers. Jayla Thomas couldn't keep her hands on it that time. Triad will get another try. They get the basketball into Bonesteel. Gets blocked away. Winslow with it, tries tossing it back into Bonensteel. She didn't see it coming. Steal away here from the Tigers. They push it down. Shanahan with the basketball. Goes up for the layup. Blocked away from Eliza Duff, and it'll be a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors Triad. 1:31 left here to go in the half. Eliza Duff will inbound here for Triad. They've got a large lead, looking to pile it on here before the end of the half. One team goes to the semifinals later today. The other finishes with a great appearance here at the state quarterfinals. Juliet Duff with the basketball. Drives into the lane, pisses it down. Bonensteel misses the first, misses the second. Duff with the basketball up with the right hand from about 6 foot and good. Juliet Duff knocks it down for 2 more. It is a 19-3 lead here for Hickory Creek. Toss the basketball down into Jayla Thomas. Shanahan with the basketball. And we're going to get a pushing foul. It'll be out of bounds on the floor. The foul's going to go against Triad. Checking in here for Triad is going to be Macy Powers, number 35. As Bonensteel is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second. So Enselman and Bonensteel, the 2 big forwards here on each team, went out with 2 fouls as we reach near the first half. With the basketball is Harper. Tries to toss it down into Enselman. She loses the basketball. Here comes Winslow. Winslow trying to dribble through everybody. Has to pick the basketball up. Gets it to Duff. She'll bring it across the time stripe. Trying to toss it down to the post. It's stolen away from Haven Enselman. 42 seconds left to go here in the first half. Shanahan with it. Dribbling around on the right wing. Tosses it now down to Jayla Thomas. Gets tipped away there. Hand in the passing lane for Morgan Boyce. Enselman will inbound here for the Tigers. They desperately need to find some points here on this possession. She'll drive in. Goes up with the left hand. Rolls around and good. Haven Enselman ends the drought for Hickory Creek. It's a 19-5 game with 23 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Winslow with it. Works it down. This is Powers. Nice pass down into Eliza Duff. She can't finish. 9 seconds. Tigers get one more shot here before the end of the half. It's Shanahan driving down, and she'll get fouled by Boyce on the body. That'll be the second foul here against Morgan Boyce. It's also the 4th against Triad. If Triad happens to foul here in the last 4 seconds, the Tigers will go to the free throw line. Shanahan with the basketball, gets it up. 3 ball on the way from Katie Harper is no good, and that ends our first half. 2 quarters of play done here in our first quarterfinal in the 4A state tournament. Triad leads Hickory Creek 19-5. We'll be back in a few moments with some halftime statistics and more here on Central Illinois Sports. Welcome you back here to Central Illinois Sports and Morton Junior High here for the 7th grade Class 4A state quarterfinal between the Triad Crusaders and the Hickory Creek Tigers. Triad with a 19-5 lead here after 2 quarters of play as they finally got some shooting going after both teams were a little jittery in the opening 6 minutes. Triad able to knock down some shots early, and they feel confident as they come out of the halftime locker room break here with 6.5 minutes left to go. Usually that's a sign that a team's starting to feel good. They should feel good. Let's go down the scoring here for Triad in the first half. Essie Winslow with 4 points. Lexi Bonensteel with 2. Malia Jordan with 4. And Juliet Duff has the hot hand here for Triad in the first half. She leads their team with 9 of the 19 points for the Crusaders. Foul trouble's a little bit something to keep an eye on here for Triad as we get into the second half. Morgan Boyce has 2. Lexi Bonensteel has 2. And Malia Jordan all have 2 fouls here for Triad in the first half. On the opposite side for the Hickory Creek Tigers, only one person in the scoring column, that is Haven Enselman. She's got all 5 of the Tigers' points here in the first half. She's also got 2 fouls. Katie Harper has a foul, and Elise Meter has a foul for Hickory Creek, who has just simply not really been able to answer the offensive onslaught here from the second quarter in Triad. A few too many turnovers. They've also dealt with a little bit of a struggle getting through that half-court defense of Triad as well. Enselman's been able to get her way into the shot area down in the lane. We seem to believe that's where she probably likes to be. But so far the Tigers have had a little bit of struggle here getting some shots up against Triad. We will be back here all day with you on Central Illinois Sports. University Park Crete-Monet takes on Normal Kingsley in our second quarterfinal today. Arlington Heights South battles Willowbrook Westview Hills. At 1 p.m. in our fourth quarterfinal is Chatham Glenwood taking on New Lenox Liberty. That'll be the 2:30 start. All winners today come back for semifinals beginning at 5 and 6:30 p.m. And then those 4 teams will come back on December 7th for trophy games. Third place game will be at 6 o'clock, and the championship game will be here at 7:30. We will have it all live for you here on Central Illinois Sports as we bring you exclusive coverage from all IESA boys and girls state tournaments, 7th and 8th grade. 1, 2, 3, and 4A, and then we'll do the girls volleyball coming up later on in the spring. Just about 4.5 minutes left here in the halftime break. We'll step aside and tell you about some wonderful sponsors helping bring us high school and junior high basketball all season long on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half here at Morton.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Hey, grab me one too.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Back with you here on Central Illinois Sports, just about 2 minutes before we get underway with second half action here from the 7th grade Class 4A. state tournament here. Quarterfinals underway here in the morning in Morton, Illinois. 3 more to bring you, and then the 2 semifinals later on this evening, and we'll be back Thursday night for all of the trophy game action here on Central Illinois Sports. With your subscription that you paid for today, you have access to the semifinals later today. You also have access to the championship games on Thursday, and you'll also have access into the 8th grade tournament coming up next weekend. It's not uncommon sometimes to see a 7th and 8th grade team qualify for the state tournament. So if you have paid for your subscription today, we thank you very much for joining us, and we tell you that you've got lots more action available to you coming up here on Central Illinois Sports this weekend and next weekend for IESA Girls Basketball State Tournament action. We'll step away for a quick 30-second break. When we come back, it's second half action here. Tigers and Crusaders live from Morton.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
It'll be Tiger basketball here to begin our third quarter. Starting 5 for both sides appear to take the court here for both teams. Tigers dressed in the home whites here today, Triad in the road blacks. Enselman will inbound the basketball. Tigers quickly push here on the opening possession. It'll be Enselman driving down into the lane, left side up with the right hand. Shot goes up. No good, but she'll get fouled and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against number 24, Malia Jordan. That's going to be her 3rd personal here. Enselman will step to the free throw line. She's got all 5 of the Tigers' points here so far in this one and make it 6 as she knocks that one down. Malia Jordan will take a seat. Eliza Duff will come back in. She was a real nice spark plug for the Triad team here when she came in midway through the second quarter. Enselman knocks down them both. She's got all 7 of her team's points here so far. It's a 19-7 lead. Full court pressure coming out of the gate here for Hickory Creek, and we'll see how Triad responds. It'll be Duff with the basketball, driving into her team's offensive end of the court here, and they'll get set up. Man-to-man look here for Hickory Creek. Triad thought about driving in. Hickory Creek fans wanted to travel, didn't get it. Instead, it's a block from Enselman. She'll go down coast to coast for Enselman. Up and good with the runner. And the Tigers starting to make some things go, and Triad wants to take a quick timeout. We'll take it too. 5:26 left in the third. Triad 19. Hickory Park 9. You're watching it live on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Brayton and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Brayton at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Triad takes the timeout. That's their first of the contest. The Tigers took 2 in the first half. Tiger pressure able to get their hands in the passing lane there. It'll go out of bounds off of Hickory Creek, though, in the hustle play and remain in the hands of Triad. Duff with the basketball. Man-to-man full court pressure here now for Hickory Creek. Winslow with the basketball. Gets it across the time stripe now to Duff. She's at the volleyball line. Works it back over to Boyce on the right side. Duff with it. Thought about the long shot. Instead tosses it into Eliza Duff. Spin move in the paint. Nothing there. Gives it back out to Winslow. Triad will reset here with 5 minutes to go in the third. They've got a 10-point lead, and they say that'll be a lane violation. What appeared to be against Eliza Duff for Triad. Brooke Bonsu will check back in for the Tigers. Sitting down will be Emerson Callahan. Zone press coming out here for Triad. Enselman will drive through it, kicks it back down. Shanahan down in the paint, gets it up and good. Shanahan gets 2. It's a 19-11 lead, and the Tigers are on Uncle Mo's side here with some momentum going their way here to start the third. Boyce with it, almost got caught for the backcourt violation. Instead, they work it down. Get it up, shot is up and good for Lexi Bonensteel. 21-11 game. Hickory Creek will reset here in the half-court offense. Harper with it, down in the right corner. This is Gallagher, and she'll get the blocking foul drawn on her. That's going to be on Bonensteel, I believe, and that'll be her third if it is. So fouls starting to mount up here on both sides. It will be Bonensteel's third. Enselman will inbound for Hickory Creek. Toss the basketball back to Shanahan. Tries to get it to Bonsu. Tipped away. Almost stolen away from Winslow, and it is. Here comes Triad. Layup up from Boyce is good. Morgan Boyce puts it down for 2 on the larceny and the layup. It's a 23-11 lead here for the Crusaders, and now it's going to be an inbound violation against Hickory Creek as they stepped over the inbound line before they got the basketball in. Mackenzie Onick will check back in for Hickory Creek. Macy Powers will check back in for Triad. Stack set here for Triad as they work to inbound the basketball. They've got a 12-point lead now. They get it up to Powers. Powers shot off the back of the rim, no good. Enselman with the rebound. She's had a real nice game here for Hickory Creek. Enselman with a long 3 off the back of the rim. Almost shot that from Peoria as it goes off the hands of Powers. 3:41 left to go here in the third. First of 4 quarterfinals for you today here on Central Illinois Sports. Inbound pass comes into Bonsu. She works it back over now to Onick. Back to Bonsu, almost traveled. Long 2-pointer on the way from Gallagher, no good. And Triad will let it roll out of bounds. Katie Harper will check back in for the Tigers. Sitting down will be Mackenzie Onick. Tigers have put a nice start together here to the quarter, but Triad has been able to get a steal and a layup and get some transition buckets here, and they continue to lead by 12. Duff with the basketball. Works it across the time stripe here as we'll slow down and get into a half-court game. Boyce with the basketball on the right wing, gets it now down to Winslow. In and out. Duff, 3-ball top of the key. Off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Comes down into the hands of Harper. She'll get it now and push the tempo here for Hickory Creek. 3:06 left to go. Bonsu almost loses it. Goes down on the floor. Gets back up. Harper with it. Now back to Enselman, and they'll slow down and reset. This is Shanahan. A long 3-ball is good for Molly Shanahan. 23-14. These are the shots the Tigers weren't able to get knocked down in the first half. Duff with the basketball. She's going to drive baseline. Get stopped, and that's going to be an offensive foul as they say Harper's going to pick it up. Third foul of the quarter here against Triad. That'll be the first foul against Juliet Duff. And a turnover for Triad. They work the basketball into Enselman. She goes up with the runner, and she'll get fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Haven Enselman has been doing yeoman's work here today for Hickory Creek. Stepping back up to the free throw line, trying to give her team 2 more points as they work to get back into this one. First one is up and good. It's a 23-15 basketball game. The foul one against Macy Powers, that was her first personal foul. Second free throw is up and good, 23-16. Enselman gets her hands in, throws it up. Loose ball, gets into the hands of Harper. It's a turnover against Triad. Harper with the basketball, drives into double coverage, up with the left hand. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. What is important about that foul, that is the 5th team foul of the quarter here against Triad. For the remaining 2:23, Hickory Creek will be in the bonus. So every Triad foul now results in 2 free throws coming up for the Tigers. Harper's first free throw up and no good. She'll get a second chance here with 2:23 left in the third. Triad has led by as many as 12 in this contest. They now lead by 7. Second free throw rolls around, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of IESA Duff. Powers with the basketball, picks it up, and she'll take an extra step, and it'll be another turnover on Triad, as the Crusaders didn't have the numbers and Powers didn't have anywhere to go with the basketball. Sienna Williams will check in for Hickory Creek. Brooke Bonsu will sit down. Harper will be the ball handler. Pass from Williams, tipped away, stolen here. Here comes Triad. Juliet Duff with the basketball. 2:03 left to go in the third. Powers with the basketball, right elbow. Goes up with it, blocked by Enselman. She'll pick the basketball up. Here comes Harper now for the Tigers. She's going to drive in the lane. Goes up with the left hand, up and good. Katie Harper knocks it down on a crafty layup. It's a 5-point basketball game, 23-18. 1:40 left to go here in our first quarterfinal. Triad is really struggling against this full court pressure now. Shanahan is going to get whistled for the foul on that one. First of the quarter here against Hickory Creek. First foul for Molly Shanahan, who's had a real nice quarter here. Duff with the basketball. We'll see if Triad is able to gain their composure here in the last minute 34 and re-extend this lead that they've had for pretty much the whole game. Duff with the basketball. 3 ball on the way. Back of the iron is no good. Rebound comes down to Enselman. 1:20 to go. Long touchdown pass from Harper is stolen away from the Tigers by the Crusaders. And they're going to call a backcourt violation that time, and I don't know if we necessarily agree with it. Again, all 3 points have to be over that line. Both feet and the basketball. The official deems that's what it was. Although we didn't necessarily see it from up here, but we're 15 rows away on the bleachers. Enselman will inbounds here. Harper with the basketball. Stops at the top of the key. Works it back over. Nice ball movement to Enselman in the corner. She drives into the lane, up into double coverage. Forces the shot up. And she's going to get fouled on what was a little bit of a late whistle, but Enselman will go back to the free throw line here. IESA Duff will pick up the foul. It's her first personal as Enselman steps back to the line. First shot is up and good. We've got a 4-point basketball game, folks, on what started to look to be maybe a potential blowout here in game number 1. We still got a whole fourth quarter to go. Enselman steps back up. Second one up and good. She hasn't scored all of her team's points, but pretty close. It's a 23-20 basketball game. And now we'll get a foul here in the backcourt as Winslow was trying to dribble through that press. It'll be a foul against Hickory Creek here. It'll be their second of the quarter. Foul will go against Harper. That's her second personal. Triad has to get this thing in bounds. Almost gets stolen away. Winslow's going to have to chase it down, and she isn't able to reach it in time. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be another turnover against Triad here, as things are not going well for the Crusaders here in the third frame. 56 seconds left to go. Just a 3-point contest here. Hickory Creek can possibly tie this thing up. Harper with the basketball. Works it over. Shanahan with it. Harper drives in, gets stolen away. Winslow gets a hand on it. 2 girls diving on the floor. Who's going to win the battle? And they say it'll belong to Hickory Creek. As Jayla Thomas was in on the hustle play there for the Tigers. Enselman drives into triple coverage. She's got to get rid of it, and they say that'll be a travel that time instead. Just 39 seconds left to go here. And what has turned out to be a really fun ball game, and not too long ago this was a 12-point contest. Duff with it, gets past the press, goes into the hands of Thomas. Thomas dives on the floor for it, gets it to Enselman. 30 seconds left to go, up to Harper. Harper, long 3-ball. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Morgan Boyce. 23 seconds left to go. Triad will get possession, barring a tie-up or change in possession to begin the fourth. Back to the volleyball line. This is Essie Winslow. Drives in the lane, gets it down to IESA Duff. She can't finish. Enselman with the rebound. 6 seconds, 5, and there's going to be a foul And Enselman will go to the free throw line here for bonus shots with 5.2 seconds left. Just when things started to look very bleak for the Tigers, shots started falling, turnovers started going their way, and now they go to the free throw line with a chance to cut this to a 1-point deficit here to end the third. First from Katie Harper off the glass and good as things get extremely quiet during free throws here at Morton Junior High School. The seventh grader eyes up the second shot, and they say that'll be a lane violation as she stepped over the free throw line, and it'll be Triad basketball here. 5 seconds left to go. 23-21 basketball game. Crusaders with it. Long pass down to Duff. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Fires up the three from the left wing. No good. And that's how we'll end the third quarter of play. It's Triad 23, Hickory Creek 21. Come back for the exciting finish here from Morton in 60 seconds.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, we welcome you back here to Morton Junior High School. It is a 23-21 lead for the Triad Crusaders over the Hickory Creek Tigers. In our first of 4 quarterfinals, it was a 12-point lead for Triad not too long ago, just early in the third. Looked like Triad was going to pull things away here, but Hickory Creek has made a fantastic comeback, and we've got a ball game. Triad gets the basketball. 3 ball on the way from Juliet Duff, misses the mark. Rebound comes down to the hands of Jayla Thomas. Driving in is Katie Harper, goes up with the right hand, no good. Thomas will get the rebound. Enselman, 3 ball from the right side is not good. Fight for the rebound. It's a loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? It's going to be Bridget Gallagher. She goes up. No good. Harper with the rebound. Tigers will reset. Harper, 3 ball from the corner is no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Malia Jordan. Triad battled a little bit of foul trouble there as Jordan had to sit some of the third quarter. With the basketball now for Triad is Essie Winslow. Enselman guarding on the baseline. They try to work the basketball into Malia Jordan, and it's going to be a foul against Harper. First foul of the quarter against Hickory Creek for Harper. That's going to be her third personal. So foul worries mounting up for some of these teams. Triad has trouble getting the basketball, and it gets stolen away from Thomas. 5:04 left here in regulation. Gallagher, 3 ball is no good. Fight for the rebound comes down. It's going to be Juliet Duff with it. And they say that'll be a travel as she kind of got tripped up just a little bit from Gallagher and couldn't keep her balance. It'll be a turnover against Triad. A nice crowd starting to file in here. We've got 3 more quarterfinals for you coming up. University Park Crete Monet taking on Normal Kingsley here in our second contest. Harper tried to drive into the lane, got stripped away. Picked up by Malia Jordan. They quickly get it down to Winslow. Drives into the lane. Runner with the right hand is up and no good, but she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Will Essie Winslow. 4:43 left here in the regulation. Winslow's first one is up and good. First points desperately needed in a while here for Triad. 24-21 ball game. The foul went against Jayla Thomas. It's her first. Team second of the quarter against Hickory Creek. Second one up and good for Winslow. Back to a 4-point advantage here. Hickory Creek coming back down quickly. They have really pushed the tempo offensively here in the second half of the third quarter into now. Enselman with the basketball, works it up to Harper at the volleyball line. She'll fire one up from 25 feet, and it's good. A volleyball line distance three for Katie Harper. And this is a one-point basketball game again. And now Winslow dribbles through traffic, and there's going to be a foul here against Hickory Creek. It's going to be their third of the quarter. These fouls are going to mount up fast, and Triad's going to end up in the bonus here if Hickory Creek is not careful. That'll be Enselman's third. Triad's got to get the basketball inside, and they do to Winslow. She'll drive into the lane, kicks it back out. Duff, three ball on the way from the left wing is no good off the iron, and Jayla Thomas comes up with it. She quickly pushes it up to Shanahan, stolen away now by Morgan Boyce. In the corner is Duff, guarded out by Gallagher. She gets double teamed now, and there will be a foul against Hickory Creek. It's going to be the fourth now against the Tigers. Once again, we get to 5 team fouls. It is 2 shots for the rest of the way. We'll see who that foul went against. It's going to go against Gallagher. It's her first. But again, team number 4 here against Hickory Creek. 5 team fouls. We go to double bonus shooting the rest of the way. Duff with the basketball. 4:02 left here in regulation. Triad could find themselves shooting many free throws before this one is over with. They work the basketball now down inside. This is Malia Jordan. And the officials say, we're waiting. They're checking with each other to see what they believe, and they're just going to whistle up a jump ball. Triad fans maybe wanted a foul. The alternating possession is going to belong to Hickory Creek as Katie Harper is going to check back in. Mackenzie Onick will take a seat. 3:51 left in regulation. And Hickory Creek wants a timeout. We'll take it too. 25-24, 3:51 left here in the fourth. Come back for the finish on Central Illinois Sports.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Hickory Creek took the timeout. It's their third of 5 in the contest. Triad still has 4 timeouts at their disposal if they need them. It'll be a Hickory Creek basketball. They'll have the length of the floor to go here with 3:51 left in regulation. Some of the Triad fans were pretty unhappy here during the timeout break. They might have had a good reason to be. With the basketball now is Gallagher. Gets double teamed in the corner. She's got to get rid of it. Tries to get the ball free. Can't. Now she's still trapped. And it's going to be a jump ball. As Lexi Bonensteel is able to get her hands on it. Possession arrow will favor the Crusaders here. They've got to get through this full court pressure from Hickory Creek. It has really stymied the team in black here in the second half. Just as it does there, they try to get the basketball to Boyce. Instead, it goes over her head and out of bounds. 2 undefeated teams here. Hickory Creek 22-0, Triad 20-0. .323 left in regulation. They get it now into Enselman. She drives into double coverage, goes up with it. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Just the first foul of the quarter against Triad. Enselman will go back to the free throw line again. That foul is going to go against Bonensteel, and that's going to be her 4th. Enselman misses the first one. Head in her hands in a little bit of frustrations. Her teammates trying to pick her up. She has had a heck of a contest here today for the team in white. Second free throw is up and good. It was a 12-point deficit for Hickory Creek. We are tied at 25. Stripped away. Enselman gets the basketball on the larceny and the layup. Hickory Creek has rallied from a 12-point deficit. They have taken the lead 27-25 with 3:10 left to go here in regulation. Duff with the basketball driving through. And now they say that'll be a foul as Enselman got her hand caught in the cookie jar. For Enselman, that's going to be her 4th as well. Triad is off to the free throw line now for the rest of the game. Juliet Duff will be at the free throw line. She has had the leading score effort here today for the Triad Crusaders. First one up from Duff is up and good. It's back to a 1-point deficit here. 27-26. Tigers with the lead here. That's the first time we have said that since we've been on air today. Triad trying to tie it up here on a free throw from Juliet Duff. Fans get extraordinarily quiet in between the free throws here. Enselman comes down with the rebound. It'll be a foul as two Triad players are caught reaching in. We'll see who gets this one picked up. Second team foul of the quarter here. And that foul's going to go against Malia Jordan. That's Malia Jordan's fourth foul. So Enselman with 4, Malia Jordan with 4. A few other players on the rosters here with 3 each. Winslow gets her hand in passing lane, strips it away, gives it up to Duff. Duff goes up with the left hand, and it's good. On the steal from Winslow, Duff finishes it off. It's a 28-27 contest. Harper goes down with it on a hard foul. And we've got a couple of players down here as Malia Jordan got hit hard in the collision, and that's going to be her 5th personal foul. Malia Jordan exits the contest here with her 5th with 2:44 left to go. Eliza Duff will check back in for Triad. Harper at the free throw line. It's a 28-27 game here. We're going back and forth on the score now as Triad has the lead. Shot up and good for Harper. First one's good. We're tied back at 28. University Cretin A. Norwood Kingsley coming up here in our second contest. Scheduled to begin at 11:30. Enselman gets the rebound. Harper, long two-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound comes down. Shanahan gets it. Back out. They get it now down into Jayla Thomas. She goes up, can't finish from 2 feet. And now we're going to get a foul going the other way, and I believe that might be the 5th foul against Enselman. No, it's not. They're going to give it to Thomas. Maybe a little bit of a break there for Hickory Creek. Thomas will pick up the foul. It'll be her 2nd as we make our way back down to the opposite side here for free throws. Duff at the free throw line here for Triad. First one's up, off the back of the rim is no good. 2:34 left to go here. Nice contingent of fans here from both sides as we see some normal Kingsley fans making their way into the gym here. If you've never been to Morton Junior High School, all of the bleachers here just on one side. Team benches have plenty of room on the back side there on the other end. It's going to be a free throw violation as basketball did not catch the rim there. It'll go back to the Tigers here. 2:33 left to go. We are tied at 28. A great start to our state tournament here for Class 4A. Harper moves the basketball down for Hickory Creek. Gets it back over now to Jayla Thomas. Harper takes a couple of dribbles. Goes to the right, gets into double team. Back to Thomas. She throws it up, no good. Enselman with the rebound. She goes up with the layup. It's a 30-28 advantage here. Enselman gets it. Enselman goes up with it, and they say instead that is going to go the other way. We'll see what the call is here. It's going to be a reported foul, and that is going to be an offensive foul against Katie Enselman, or Haven Enselman, excuse me. For Enselman, that's going to be her 5th foul. She is out of the contest. Bonsu will check back in, and we've got a timeout. 2:06 left to go. It's 30-28. Hickory Creek. Enselman is fouled out. We are back here in 30 seconds.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois. or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Bring you back here to Morton Junior High School. Hickory Creek leads Triad 30-28 after trailing by as many as 12 points early in the third quarter. Haven Enselman has fouled out for Hickory Creek. That is a big blow to her team. For Triad, Malia Jordan has fouled out. Lexi Bonensteel has 4 fouls. No one really with much foul trouble left over on the Hickory Creek side, but if today's contest is any indication of how the season has gone, losing Haven Enselman is going to be a big blow here to the Tigers squad. Triad will inbound the basketball. Rushing over to grab it was Bonensteel. It's stolen away from Harper. She can't finish on the layup try. Fight for the loose ball. Comes down into the hands of Winslow. 1:57 left to go. Here comes Triad. With the basketball was Boyce. She got bumped and no call, and now she'll pick it onto the ground. It'll be a jump ball. And possession will go back here to the Tigers as Boyce tried to drive into the coverage, did not get the call. 1:51 left to go. Bonesu will be the inbound person. Gets it up to Harper. Tipped up and away from Duff, stolen now by Winslow. They get it to Duff. Duff goes up with it from 5 feet, rolls around and down. A big shot from Juliet Duff. We're tied back at 30. 1:39 left to go here. Bonesu with the basketball. How will this Tiger squad react without Enselman on the court? Gallagher was screaming for help. This is Shanahan. Shanahan drives in, gets blocked, picked up by Macy Powers. Winslow with the basketball now, pushing the pace here for Triad. They are tied with 1:15 left to go here in the contest. Winslow thought about the 3 ball. Duff will try it instead. Duff in and out of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Macy Powers. She goes up, blocked by Bonesu. Tigers will come up with it out of the fray. Harper dribbles the basketball, 58 left to go. Duff with it on the steal. Duff with it, has to pick it up at the baseline instead. This is Winslow. That's a long 2 if it goes. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Katie Harper. And we've got a foul here. And that goes against Triad. They make sure Eliza Duff gets reported here. They still haven't got the foul on the board for the last foul, but we'll catch up with it as we go. Onik will inbound for Hickory Creek. 47 seconds left. Tigers still have a pair of timeouts if they need them. Triad has 3. Harper with it. Hickory Creek gets out of trouble on the backside, gets tipped away from Duff. It'll go out of bounds with 38 seconds left to go here. 39 seconds left. Somebody's going to the semifinals later tonight, but we're tied. With the basketball, this is Gallagher. Gets into double tough coverage, he has to get rid of it. Shanahan back to Gallagher. Almost stripped away from Winslow. Harper with it, drives baseline, tries to pass it in, gets stolen away. And now it gets stolen right back away from Harper, and Harper gets it up and in. Hickory Creek with the lead, 32-30. 22 seconds left. Here comes Powers. She almost walked with it. Free throw jumper is no good. Thomas with the basketball. Triad's got to get something going here, and they'll foul Katie Harper. As falling to the ground is Essie Winslow. Triad still has a foul to, that might be the 5th. That is the 5th foul of the quarter against Triad. Harper goes to the free throw line. Tigers trying to maybe ice this one away here. 2-point lead. First one's up and good. Makes it a 3-point advantage. 33-30. Not exactly sure what happened here. Katie Harper is going to have a moment there with the trash can. And we've got a quick timeout on the floor. We will take it 2. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, It's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Dot.
Hickory Creek took a timeout. They've got one left. No better way to say it. Katie Harper needed to throw up in a trash can. Don't know if it was nerves or if she's just a little exasperated here and maybe a little dehydrated, but she's going to get the free throw try here. Tigers up by 3. She can seal it away with this one. Second one's up and no good. Rebound comes down. It's going to go out of bounds. Officials say it'll go to Triad, as Mackenzie Onick was the last person to have hands on it. Triad was going to take a timeout. We'll take it too. 9.8 seconds left. It's a full timeout. We're back here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go full throttle!
Go full throttle.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with Dot, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose Dot.
Welcome you back here. It's a 3-point lead for Hickory Creek, who trailed by as many as 12 early in the third. They now lead by 3, 9.8 seconds left. Triad's going to have the basketball and about 70 feet to go here to try and get up a shot to tie this basketball game. Both teams are in the bonus. Any foul is going to result with 2 free throws, and we'll see how Triad responds here. Enselman fouled out of the ball game here about a minute and a half ago. Katie Harper has taken over for Hickory Creek in her absence. Eliza Duff will inbounds. Full court pressure here from the Tigers. They get it to Juliet Duff. Duff is going to have to dribble down. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Duff, long 3-ball is no good, and the loose rebound is not going to get picked up in time, and Hickory Creek is going to battle back from a 12-point deficit in the third quarter and advance to the semifinals later on here tonight. Triad's season ends at 20 wins, 1 loss in a heck of a contest here in our first quarter final. Coming up next, it's going to be University Park Crete Monet taking on Normal Kingsley. We will reset our stream here, folks, so if you are planning to tune into the next semifinal, which your subscription gives you access to, we are going to shut this stream down. You'll be able to go back to our Central Illinois Sports page, and we will get you set up for game number 2 here in just a few minutes. We'll step aside for a quick break. Hickory Creek defeats Triad 33-30 in a heck of a fun contest. We're back in a few minutes on Central Illinois Sports.